Take one. Greetings, beautiful people. It is Wednesday, the 4th of October, and I'm finally posting a video. So, I don't know. We made it to the middle of the semester. That's number one. Let's celebrate. We have our first test coming up, and this first test is also called the midterm. So, test one and the midterm are the same thing. It's worth 100 points. So, this is a good chance for you to boost your score or solidify that A in this class. Now, keep in mind, we have a total of 600 points. So doing really well in this test will help you, but doing really poorly also is only a temporary problem because I do offer a makeup if you don't score what you want to score. Okay? The makeup is at the end of the term. And so if you don't score what you want to score, you can just take that makeup. And if you do better, then I'll take the higher of the two scores. With that said, there are 4 chapters on this test, chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the questions are going to be about what is social psychology and how do social psychologists ask and answer questions. There'll be things about the self and different theories that we have read about in our course textbook. There will be questions about experiments that you've read about, such as the Stanford Prison Study, right? So you definitely want to make sure you read chapters 1 through 4 and that you are prepared for this test. Now, the test will be available as of tomorrow, Thursday, and it will stay open until Tuesday. The due date is on Sunday. So you want to take it anytime between tomorrow, Thursday, the 5th of October, and Tuesday, which is going to be the 10th of October. So you've got plenty of time. I set the due date for Sunday, the 8th, because that's a reasonable time when you would normally turn in assignments. Most of the time, assignments are due by Sunday. But if you don't get to it by Sunday, keep in mind you have a couple of extra days. Now, once the due date passes, so 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, the test will close and then you will forfeit the opportunity to take that particular test. Now, like I said a few minutes ago, I offer a makeup. So at the very end of the term, you can take that makeup test and it will sub in for the 0 that you earned if you miss this test. As I said before, there are 50 questions. Each question is worth 2 points, and they all come from the information presented in chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your textbook. So, behavior and attitudes is chapter 4. The self and the social world is chapter 2. The basics of social psychology is chapter 1. And chapter 3 is about social beliefs and social judgments. Now, if there's any concepts that you're not so sure about, go ahead and pose a question or just, let me know. And I check the questions thread Monday through Thursday. And because it's the first test, quite honestly, on the weekend, I'll probably check it a couple of times too. So if you have a question, a comment, compliment, or concern, go ahead and post it on the questions thread in Canvas, and I'll get back with you. Keep in mind that if you post a question on the questions thread in Canvas, your fellow class members can also respond. So somebody else might know the answer, and they might even point you in the right direction by giving you a page number in the course textbook. So that discussion board is a great place to connect with your peers. All right, now in terms of what else is due, we have a reflection assignment that's going to be worth 10 points. I haven't published it yet, but I will publish it either today or tomorrow, and that will you'll have a week to do it. So more than likely, if I publish it today, I'll set it to close the following week. So you're going to have plenty of time to do it. The reflection is a chance for you to think about what you've learned, to think about what topics we've talked about, to think about what you've liked, what you've disliked, what you have found interesting, what you wish we could explore a little further, which activities have we engaged in that you've been like, yeah, I'm right on point with that, or which activities are you like, you know what, I wish we could have modified it like this. So the reflection is a chance for you to truly consolidate your learning, to think about what you have learned so far, and then to kind of challenge your beliefs and jog your memory and do all of that. And this is an important part of learning. I've given you a little verbiage about the importance of reflection and also a link in the assignment. So when it's available to you, you'll see that information there for you. And you can get up to 10 points. Now, the reflection is semi essay. It's short answer. So you're writing incomplete sentences, you're using spacing, and you're making sure you proofread and get rid of grammatical and mechanical errors. So that is a writing assignment. Reflection 1, 10 points. Test 1, 50 multiple choice questions. That is timed 75 minutes. That's more than enough time. But one thing I want to say about that test is that it is proctored via HonorLock. And this shouldn't be a surprise to you because there was a note when you signed up for the class that this class would be giving proctored exams via HonorLock. Now, if you don't want to take the test via HonorLock, you can go to the testing center at the Ocala campus or one of the other campus, and you can schedule an appointment prior to going to this testing center, and you can take your test there. That's fine. Otherwise, you would take it from the comfort of your own home or wherever you plan to take it at, where you have access to a computer that can add this Google Chrome extension called HonorLock, and you can have a camera and a microphone. That's important. You also have to have a valid ID. And the reason why I proctor my exams with HonorLock is because, unfortunately, not everyone has the same standards for academic integrity, and sometimes people are tempted to cheat. And unfortunately, I have caught people being dishonest when I didn't use HonorLock. So I use HonorLock to encourage everyone to stay consistent with taking the test themselves and to make sure you're upholding that standard of academic integrity. Okay, HonorLock does have a fee. The fee is $5, but you can pay $5 per test or a total of $10 for unlimited tests. And even though we only have the midterm and the final, remember, I offer a makeup at the end. So if you're not satisfied with your test 1 score and you want to take the makeup, well, that will put you at 3 tests. So it might be better to go ahead and get the unlimited HonorLock rather than paying per assignment or per assessment. Okay, so that's kind of the main thing that's going on this week. Other pointers I'll tell you is that I am working on an extra credit assignment. As soon as I'm done with it, I'll make it available to you. The extra credit is bonus. It's completely optional, but it's a way to get 10 extra points, and that could boost your score. I'm also going to publish a couple of Kahoots. These Kahoots are simply practice questions. They're really straightforward. This is just to get your juices flowing, get you to think about how you're going to be tested over, the information in chapters 1 through 4. So the Kahoot optional, the extra credit optional, but these are my efforts at helping you to succeed and to do well on this first test. I've included some links that I really hope you will take a look at, such as Stephen Chu's video on how to study hard and still fail, or how to be successful. And then another video about the updated SQ3R method. And the reason why I share these videos is because you're getting information from a cognitive psychologist who studies the brain, studies how the brain processes information, how we make sense of the world. And he studies learning. So he's giving you information that's based on science. And this information can help you to succeed, not only in this class, but your other classes in your academic career. Quite honestly, some of this information is relevant in everyday life too, and on the job. Just saying. The other one, I assume a lot of students are going to go on for a bachelor's or a master's or even a PhD. And again, the more you can learn about how we process information and how you can best organize information so that you can recall it and so that you can understand it at a deeper level and maybe apply the information in a practical way, the better it'll be for you and the more bang you'll get for your buck. So that's what's going on this week. Week 8, the middle of the semester. Take test 1, do the extra credit when it becomes available, do the Kahoots prior to taking the test, do the practice HonorLock prior to taking the test so you have no hiccups. Remember, you only have a specific amount of time to take this test, so you want to plan it accordingly, decide when you're going to take it, and then set aside 75 minutes so that you can take that test. One more thing I forgot to mention is, see what I have here? An empty notebook. You can use an entire 8.5 by 11 cheat sheet. You can put whatever notes you want, front and back, and then you can use that when you take the test. And I put a little notation so that the proctor knows that you are allowed to have a page of notes with you when you take the test. The notes can be handwritten or typed, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, keep that in mind. The group project is still a thing going on in the background. You didn't forget about that. You're still working on that. Been slowly updating the grade book. As you can see, there's only like 1 or 2 assignments that need to be updated, but everything else has been updated. And I hope to do another video where I talk about grading in a little more detail, just to let you know, since we're at the midpoint. I want everybody to know exactly where you are at this midpoint in the term. I think that's all. We're at 10 minutes. So if you have questions, comments, compliments, or concerns, let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. You know, give Miss Sims a little pat on the back. Let me know that you're watching the video, that you like the video, that you want me to keep doing this. Okay? Show some love. All right, that's it, folks.